Hey y'all, I'm Uncle Lila and this is Uncle Lila Plans. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, I hope you enjoy. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a really quick plan with me in my N2 Sterling Ink Compact Horizontal Weeks. It's about 10:40 at night. I've been stuck in a doom scrolling loop. My mind is really loud and just, I don't know how to put it. I feel like writing everything down is going to help me feel better. So that's where we're at, and why I am still awake at 10:40 at night when I should be in bed already. So we're going to go ahead and get started planning. So this is my cover that I have. I'm going to take the planner out, move that to the side. I just want to show you guys something really cool. These are my Pokemon cards that I have in the back. It's my Clefairy card that I got out of the most recent set. I love her so much. She's so beautiful. And that goes with my Wigglytuff. And I think they're absolutely gorgeous together. So we have the planner. We're going to be using my ruler from the Coffee Monster Co. My Tombow Mono correction tape. This washi tape from the Coffee Monster Co. And these coordinating colors that'll go with the washi tape. So this is actually finals week, which is why I have the summer themed washi tape. It essentially starts summer break for the kids at the university that I work at. So, oops, sorry, that was really loud. So this, I feel like it's a good washi tape to use for the themes. We're going to zoom a bit. Maybe not that much. Okay. And this is going to be for May 4th through the 10th. And I've actually started planning entirely different. And these are my Avery sticky tabs. I love these because they stick really well to the Hobonichi, or I'm sorry, the Tomo River paper. But they don't rip, they don't tear, they don't leave any sticky residue. So if you need a tab, a removable tab, these are great. Set that to the side. So if you've seen my horizontal plan with me's before, this is going to look entirely different on the right side of the page. And then the left side is still kind of going to look the same. And we're also not using any stickers other than the washi tape, which isn't really a sticker, but whatever. I usually try to use my Coffee Monster Co. What the heck are they? Icons, but I am out of the bill ones that I would normally use. So we're just going to forego the icons this week. Okay, so what I've been doing, because I said in another video that I've been practicing, I've been practicing layouts to see if I like them. This is the one that I've settled on for this year. That's loud. We're going to move that to the side. I'm sorry for the loud noises. And also, if your brain is loud and wonky and cluttered, please feel free to join me. Okay. So we're just going to split the page down the middle. And I always plan right to left because I'm left-handed. So put that to the side. Actually, I'm going to wipe that off. Okay, put that to the side for a minute. And then we're going to go in with this. So we have Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. And this is going to be my dinner plan. So I like to write down what I ate for dinner and just keep track of it. Mostly because that's really the only time I eat out or go to restaurants or whatever. So I like to keep track of it. So the way that I've been setting this up. Let's zoom out a little bit more. The way that I've been setting this up is this is my running log of things I have to get done every single week. Like these are tasks that get done regardless. This side is going to be my task to get done this week, my shopping list, notes, and weekly review. And then this is the dinner plan. So we're going to work right to left. Okay, so I'm going to write everything in dark blue over here, and then light blue is going to be on this side for my little journaling quip that I do. So I have several tasks I want to get done this week. I need to get a new copy So I need to get a new copy of my birth certificate. I need to reschedule my Real ID appointment. I need to schedule Briar's neuter, or spay, I mean. I need to schedule my wellness visit. I need to schedule my PTO for the summer. I need to offer up my shifts. On a group meet. Okay. I need to buy my new work planner, which you guys are going to see that once I get it and put it together and whatnot. Okay. All right, and then what I like to do is, in case I think of anything else for the week, I like to leave a couple lines, just in case I have 1 or 2 tasks additionally that I need to remember to do. Okay, and this is going to be my shopping list. So I need tampons, hand soap, food, coffee, which is separate because I get like these little coffee cans. There's something else. Oh, I need more wash rags. And again, because I feel like I'm forgetting something, I'm going to leave a couple of lines for my shopping list. And then I like to split my notes in half. So we'll go right here. So this is my notes section, and this is my weekly review section. I'm going to wait for this to dry. And then over here, we're going to write down my weekly task list. So these are things that I get done, that I have to do every single week. And we go from there. Okay. So the bins need to go up. Need to bring them back in. Briar needs her bath. And I leave 1 box to the side so I can check it off. Okay, I need to prep the laundry, which means empty out the pockets, make sure everything's right side in, make sure that any stains are treated, things like that. Need to order laundry. We use a laundry service called Poplin for our laundry because we don't have a washer and dryer in unit, and it is much cheaper and easier than going to the laundromat. Laundry away. Okay, and I need to clean every room in the house. And what I mean by that is I wipe off all the surfaces, make sure that it's like a service level clean. So like surfaces, things like the couch and living room don't have any egregious stains on them. Things of that nature. It's not like a super deep clean. For me, like a deep clean is like the walls, the baseboards, things of that nature. And a regular clean is just, it's like a tidy, but a little bit more, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it where it makes sense. So I try to do like a couple rooms a day. Like in the office, for example, I will take everything off the desks and spray them with a multi-surface cleaner and clean that, wipe it off. Like essentially like a dusting, but a little bit more, tidy everything up, making sure that, like, you know, all the trash is removed and everything is tidied up, and it's just like presentable on like a surface level, if that makes any sense. It's not like a super deep clean, but it's also not like a quick put everything where it goes or throw everything in a box kind of deal. So like for the bedroom, I'll wash off the dressers, the mirror, the nightstands, make sure everything's tidy, put in its place, things like that. I also clean Briar's food and water bowl once a week. I say water bowl specifically because the food bowl gets like scrubbed down every other week. It gets cleaned out and like wiped down every week, but like a deep scrub, whereas the water bowl is every week because I don't want any bacteria thing to grow in the water. And I clean my water bottle once a week because I use the same water bottle when I go out and about. I need to clean out the fridge once a week, just rotating stuff, any like sauces that have been in there for a while, or you know, anything that gets pushed to the back of the fridge gets tidied out. Try to deep clean one room a month. Or a week. So by the end of the month I have a clean, like a super deep clean house. And that's baseboards, walls, door frames, things like that. I also mop my floors once a week. I'll like use like the Swiffer, like it's not a spot mop, but it's like the Swiffer mop, but like the power mop. I'll do the power mop every day or every other day, just to like get any grime off the floor. And when I mop, I do like Fabuloso, Lysol, Mr. Clean. I also have this really cool steam mop, which I love. Apparently it's super hot water and it's supposed to sanitize the floor while it cleans. And I love it so much. I have these Glade air freshener things plugged into the walls of my house. And I check the plugins levels once a week to make sure that if they're empty, they're changed, and at least keep an eye on like, hey, this one's about to be empty. And they're apple cinnamon scented. My nieces are really funny. Every time they go to my house, they're like, it smells like muffins. It smells like your house. I'm like, yeah. Because I love apple cinnamon so much that like the scent, it's my candles, it's my air freshener, it's my plugins and things like that. So it's really funny that when the kids come over there, they used to always say it smells like muffins. And I'd be like, yeah, that's not muffins you guys are smelling. That's just the smell that you associate with muffins because it's my house. So, if you don't know, scent has very strong memory links, good or bad, but very strong emotional memories can get attached to scent very easily. So, things like smelling what your parents' or grandparents' house smelled like, depending on the relationship there, can invoke strong emotions, whether good, bad, or indifferent. So like if you smell a certain smell, it reminds you of that, and it makes me really happy that mine is apple cinnamon for them. Okay. Try to do date night once a week, typically on Sundays, because that's the night Bill has off, and then I work every day of the week, so we just go after I get off work. Oh my gosh. I'm definitely getting a little bit too tired. My brain is really active right now and won't shut off, so I figured if I do this, it'll help quiet it down. Try to have the kiddos come over at least once a week. Okay. Hair mask. I'm actually thinking, and probably will, get my get my hair cut, my hair goes almost all the way down to my butt, and I am loathing it right now. It's a lot of maintenance, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of upkeep. So I want to cut it off. I feel like I look really good with short hair or with really long hair. It matters not really, but I definitely know I'd be more comfortable with short hair, especially right now. Not short like a pixie cut. I don't think I could pull off a pixie cut. I think they're some of the most beautiful haircuts you could possibly get. One of my favorite things ever is after women get married, they usually get really short haircuts, specifically pixie cuts. It's my favorite thing ever. I just don't think I have the bone structure and the face structure to really pull it off, but I think they're absolutely beautiful. I typically get it to the length of about where my collar sits naturally, and that's about it for me. My sister has gotten really, really short hair before, and she looks absolutely spectacular. Like the way her bone structure is, absolutely fantastic. Okay, so this is the right side entirely done. So we have our weekly task that we have to get done every single week. We have our dinner menu so we can record what we ate for dinner, whether it was leftovers, girl dinner, went out to eat at a restaurant, got something delivered, tasks we have to get done this week, our shopping list of things we need to buy, a notes section just in case we have any blurbs we need to write down, and our weekly review. Now we're going to move over to the left side of the page, which is our dated side. Over here, I keep track of dates, events, bills, things like that, as well as a quick little journal blurb on this side. So we're going to pull out highlighter. We're going to count 7 spaces over. 1, 2, 7. And if you hear that, that's just my desk pressing against the wall. I don't know why it's doing that. It literally has not done that the entire time I lived here. Okay, close enough. Now, something else I like to do is I like to... I'm laughing. You'll see why in a minute. I like to move this over just a wee bit. Okay. And zoom you in just a wee bit more. Okay. I like to highlight the day when something important is happening, but I literally have a bill due almost every single day this week. So we're just going to go straight down the line. I don't know why it's making that noise. So yeah, so summer break is upon us at the university. This means summer hours, so I'll be able to work from home 2 days a week, except for the 1 day a month I'm in office on Fridays for 4 hours, and then I get to come home. So that is nice. And that'll be until August. Okay, so that's done. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my journal blurb in the blue ink, the light blue, and then I'll do it in the dark blue. Zoom me out a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Okay. And I also write weird, so just ignore that. Alrighty. So Monday was Briar's adoption day. I've actually had her for 2 years now. So we have Netflix that was due on Monday. Dog. If I ever have a couple things I need to write, I like to start at the bottom to make sure I'm leaving enough room so I'm not like leaving like an awkward space or whatever. Okay, and the 5th is Amazon Prime. That's 16. I'm thinking about canceling my Amazon Prime for a number of reasons. That's too spaced out, but that'll be fine. But I'm undetermined. $70. So the Pet Vet is essentially like a payment plan, but also kind of not really, for this program that I'm a part of at the local vet that I go with Briar to. Essentially, you pay this flat fee, and it covers nail trimmings, basic health care, like dental work, skin stuff. Like it's basic, what your basic pet health care needs are. So essentially, it's like vet insurance, but also kind of not really. It's a really great program. So that's $70 a month, which I feel like comparatively is actually really good. I talked about this in another video, I think, but my vet visits always end up being a lot more actually than this, because I get Briar sedated every time that I go. And the reason I do that is because she's a great puppy. She's super loving, super wonderful. However, when she doesn't feel good, doesn't want to be touched, especially by people she don't know. And those people have needles and medication and things to trim her nails, which she hates. So instead of causing her unneeded distress, instead of causing her unneeded anxiety, it's just easier that way for everybody involved. So nobody's getting hurt. Nobody's accidentally getting bit. She's not getting stressed out for no reason. So it's just a better process. Which I know a lot of people will not agree with me with, but that's okay. I would rather make sure that everybody involved is safe and doesn't need to come to any undue harm than have them try to kind of force it when I know for a fact that it's just not going to go well. Like, there's no reason I need to be putting her under that kind of stress for no reason. I feel like that's just not okay. So, okay. And then Sunday, I just have the aquarium. Okay. And then I get paid from both jobs. The payday falls on the same day. So the pay cycle, it's every 2 weeks, and the pay cycle is the same. And then, yeah, so I'll do the journaling in the light blue. Yeah, and I think I really like that, because I like the deep blue with the light blue, but I feel like even with the tape, once all this is filled in, it's just going to be too much dark blue and not enough light blue. So in my passport, this would work with the deep blue, because there's not that much space for, it's not the same amount of space. So the one contrasting color works really well, whereas with this, I feel like it can be too much too quickly. But I like the way that this is looking, especially with the blue washi tape and the light blue. So I think I'm gonna really like that setup. Anyway, this was relatively quick-ish, 23.5 minutes. So we got all this done. If you like the way this is set up or want to try it in your planner, I highly recommend. I like having the dashboard of having everything out that I need. I like having a little bit to journal. I like having everything like kind of important at one glance. So these are just the things that I find most important to track in my week. There are other things that I track with my trackers in the back and such, but this is what we're going with. So anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your night. I hope you are able to sleep well. You are fully rested in the morning, and you have an easy and smooth morning. And that you remember that I'm very, very, very proud of you, and I love you very much. All right, y'all. Bye. Good night. Sweet dreams.